So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to make orange curd. We are going to use eggs in the specific recipe. So I'm going to make the process in which I'll be beating the butter, sugar and the egg and take it to the creamy texture, after which I'll be adding the orange juice, salt, and then I have the orange zest as well. So I will beat all of them together and then I'm going to transfer that into the saucepan and then I'm going to cook. So that way I'm just helping the egg to get beaten up so it wouldn't cook up when it is in the saucepan. It is another way of tempering the eggs before we have to cook them. So I'm just going to use a handheld beater. Start with butter. I'm just going to beat the butter and lighten it up. To that I'm going to add sugar and then beat until the butter and the sugar creams really well, becomes light pale and fluffy. To this I'm going to add the egg and then beat and combine them together. I'm just going to scrape down the bowl. I'm just going to beat it again together. Into this I'm going to add the orange zest. There's a bit of lime juice as well, and then the orange juice. So one last ingredient is there which I'm not going to add it right now. That needs to be added when the curd is being cooked, and that is pectin. That is right here. I'm just going to set this aside to be used up later. I'm going to beat all of this together. So I'm just getting the stove and I'm going to transfer these contents into the saucepan. I'm just going to use wire whisk and then keep mixing it constantly until the orange curd thickens up. So it's starting to thicken up. So I'll be very careful and not just letting it cook all by itself. I just need to use the wire whisk and constantly keep mixing, and it starts to thicken up. Furthermore, as it bubbles up, just reduce the flame. Okay, so at this stage I'm just going to add the pectin. So pectin is a setting agent. It is going to help us the curd to not be very flowy, though we are just going to use it on the cake. when we want to cut the slice, we just want it to be like a sliced layer and then not keep oozing out. So it's like a setting agent. You want to add it while you're cooking it, like in the last few minutes. I'm just waiting for it to thicken a little bit more. So the ideal way to check is whether it coats the back of the spoon. So this is the stage when we are just dipping it and then checking the back. If it coats the back of the spoon, that thickness would be the right one, because it will cool. As it cools down, it is going to thicken up even more. So this is not going to be the consistency of the curd. After it's cooled down, it will be thicker. And also we have added pectin in this, so it's going to be even more stable and thick when you're going to add it. Now I'm just going to allow this to cool down in the saucepan for a while, and then I'm going to transfer this into another smaller bowl and then surface wrap it, which means add the cling wrap on the top of the surface of the orange curd. So touching the orange curd with the cling wrap, and then I'm just going to refrigerate, and I'll get back to show you how I'm going to use this orange curd in the orange travel cake.